How to add a sidebar to your Google Sites. Hey everyone and welcome, I hope you're all doing great. In this video I'll show you step by step how to do so. So I'm going to show you from scratch, so it's going to be easier for you to understand if you're starting out, and also you're going to be able to do it if you already have a site regardless, because if you just stick to the video you're going to be able to know how to make a sidebar instead of a normal navigation bar, which is going to be at the top. So to get started, I'm just going to, again, start from scratch. So I'm just going to click on blank site. And this is going to create the site here for us. And from here, we basically want to start off by creating our navigation, meaning different pages, and allow them to be at the top here in the navigation bar. And then we can just, make it turn into a sidebar, which is going to be more like a hamburger menu, if you know what that is. Okay, so to start off, once you actually create your site, we are going to start by adding a few pages. So let's just say this is going to be the home page right here, and I'm just going to leave it as that. And then you can feel free to just add whatever you want. In here, I'm just going to add one element on each page, just so we can actually, tell the difference between them. So let's just do normal text, make it a title, and just do this is the home page, and let's just centralize it. And now to create a normal navigation bar, you basically just want to add pages and allow them to be in the menu. And to do so, it's very simple. You basically click on pages and click on a new page and just give it a name. So let's just do test 1 because I'm not very creative, and let's just change this and add an element to it real quick. For example, another text box, and do this is the test 1 page. And let's just highlight this and make it a title and also centralize it. Now you can notice once we actually created our first page, which is the second page really, we can actually see we have a navigation bar here at the top right corner, and we can actually switch between the different pages using that navigation bar. So I'm just going to create 2 more pages, and then we can just, discuss how to turn this into a sidebar and so on. So we can again just do test 2, like so, and then we can also add an element. This time let's just change the background image here, like so. This should be good enough. And then we can also feel free to add one last page, and I will show you why I added 3 different pages, because you can actually go ahead and first you can change the position of each one. So if you want to change the position for them in the actual menu, you can do so like that. So test 1, test 2, test 3. But if you want to change it, you can also do that by dragging and dropping them from the pages. Now for test 3, let me just again just change the color here. Okay, great. So now we have 3 different pages other than the home page. Now we have a default navigation bar here at the top, which is going to show us these pages, and we can filter between them. Great. Now we can also feel free to remove them from the navigation bar if you want to, and to do so you can just click on the 3 dots right next to each one, and then you can actually go ahead and click on hide from navigation. This is going to be affected for both the top navigation bar and also the sidebar. So with this, I'm just going to keep it as shown here. And now if we click on publish for the first time, click on publish, it should be good to go. And on the mobile view, you're going to have a default sidebar navigation, obviously, but we can also make this appear on the default view as well on the desktop or even tablets, because even tablets are going to have actually both, which is interesting. But on desktop, you're going to only have the top one. So let's just change that. So now it is actually going to be a sidebar instead of a top bar. And to do so, it's very simple. You basically just want to click on the settings tab here on the top, click on that. And then you want to go to the navigation here and click on mode, and you are going to select side. Once you select side, you're going to find a hamburger menu appearing, and the different pages are actually going to disappear from the top here. So you can just go in and click on the show sidebar, and you're going to be able to see all the different pages and easily filter between them. As you can see, this is test 1, test 2, homepage, and so on. Now we can also click on these settings again and click on navigation, color, and we can actually go in and change the color for it, whether it's a black one or a white one, but this is going to be the top navigation bar. And if we click on the sidebar, it's also going to be the same color now. So let's say, for example, turn it to black, and we can actually see that the changes are going to apply to the side one as well. But if you wanted to match the color of the theme, you can just go ahead and click on color and make it transparent. That's going to be the best thing to do. And it's just going to take the similar color for the sidebar here, as you can see. Now, this is the default sidebar that you would, usually want to create a menu here, for example. But maybe you meant by sidebar that you actually want to create a sidebar within a page, and also include different links or different elements in them. If that's the case, we can also do so, and I'm going to actually create it in test 3. Let's just go test 2 because red is more pleasing to look at. But anyways, to create a sidebar within a page instead of it being, at the top here. But unfortunately, it's not going to actually scroll with you. It's not going to be pinned on the screen. It's going to be a specific place on the screen, and it's going to have different contents. So you can, use it in many different cases. What we need, can't speak English. So what you need to do is just go to insert here, and click on collapsible group. This is the thing that we need to use in order to create a sidebar, that is actually in the page rather than, on top here. So click on collapsible group, and it's going to create the group here for us. We can just make it a tiny little bit smaller here, like so. And we can just change the text in here to make it, for example, menu. Let's just change the color to red. And then we can add a few items below it as well. So we can just do home. And then we can just hit enter, do test 1. We are already in test 2, so I'm not going to add that. Let's just do test 3 and Google. Google is for a different reason I'm going to show you in a sec. So right now we have a sidebar here that we can actually click on. It's actually going to show us different aspects to them. But right now these are just, if we just click on preview, these are not going to be clickable yet. This is just, plain text, but we want to actually make them clickable in order for this to work. So let's just go back from the preview. And what I'm going to do is click on it, open up the collapsible row basically. And then from here, we want to highlight each one of them and give them a proper link so that when somebody clicks on them, it's actually going to take them to different pages or completely different URLs. So we want to highlight home first, click on insert link, which is this little icon here that appears once you actually highlight something. So just make sure you click on insert link. Now home, hold on just a second. Home is a page within this site. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's not an external URL. So we can just highlight home. And if it's a page, you want to click on insert link, and you will find all the different pages that are available except for the one that you're already in, obviously. So you would want to just select that page, and it should be like page colon and then space and then the name of the actual page. Click on apply, and now you can actually see it's underlined in also different color. Again, you can also feel free to change the color if you don't want that, or you can even remove the underline if you don't want it to have an underline. It's completely up to you, and to do so you can see clearly we have underline here. Just make sure you highlight it first and remove it. Now again, it's going to be the same thing for test 1. So highlight, insert link, and just to test 1, click on apply, and you're good to go. And then we also have test 3, which is exactly the same steps, apply. Now we have google.com, or it just says Google. So in this case, it's not a page, it's an external link. So you are going to also highlight it. But this time you're also going to click on insert link, but you want to just click away or click in the actual link tab here, the empty one, and type in the external URL that you want people to be redirected to. So in this case, it's just google.com, and click on apply. And it's also going to be underlined and change color. Now we can say that we are completely done here and things are set accordingly. So what we can do is actually to test things out is we can click on review changes and publish, and maximize the size of the draft. And we can actually see we have this collapsible menu now on the side. If you click on it, you're going to find different links. And if you click to the home page, it's actually going to take us to the home page. And if you click on google.com, it's going to open up google.com. Same goes for the rest of the pages that are available in here. And also, we have the default sidebar here, which is also going to function exactly the same way. You can click on the home page, it's going to take you there, but in the preview, you can't really do so, unfortunately. So, yeah, we have the default sidebar here at the top, and we also have this collapsible sidebar as well. So hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.